Oh, next up is a lady who's a passionate speaker, blogger, and business mentor. She's also founder of an international award-winning digital marketing agency, or digital media agency, actually, that helps growing global businesses to achieve their sales targets by utilizing advanced technologies and strategic tactics in the ever-expanding online environment. So welcome to the founder of Mahon Digital Marketing, Saija Mahon.
Thank you very much. Hi, David. I believe we've met before.
We have indeed. How are you doing today?
Yeah, good. Thank you. How are you?
Very well indeed. Thank you. Yes, I'm sorry we're slightly delayed for you there as well, but there's so many amazing presentations happening today. So I'm glad we've got you on here. And you're going to be talking about biddable media as a key part of your digital marketing mix, I believe.
Yes. I will be taking you into the world of biddable media. And I have to say, all the presentations today have been very, very interesting. I've been listening all day long.
We're looking forward to seeing and hearing yours. So whenever you're ready, just take it away.
Oh, thank you. Well, I will try to share my screen. And just let me know if you can see the slides.
Yes, we can see them perfectly.
Oh, perfect. So yes, let's get on with it. So not sure if everybody knows, however, on average, we are checking our mobile phones up to or over 150 times per day. So that's quite a whopper of a figure, and some research shows that it can easily go over that. But if you really think about it, you're checking your phone about 6 times per hour if you're awake 24 hours. But if you sleep some of that time and check your phone half of the day, it's about 12 times per hour that you take your smartphone up and check it, go browse the Facebook, internet, Google, Twitter, and so forth. So today we're talking about biddable media and how to seize those moments when people do pick up their phones and check them constantly. It's the era of the mobile as well. Of course, we're not forgetting desktop activities for biddable media. But I just wanted to leave you with this idea and thought at the beginning of the presentation. So as we are checking our smartphones up to 150 times per day, it's clear that the internet is becoming very, very cluttered. Businesses are moving online, customers and our clients are moving online. So it's really, really important that we become aware of that as businesses and as business owners, as marketers and brand marketers, in order to seize those moments and really maximize our visibility within the online platforms. And there's a nifty little graph on the right-hand side as well. So today I will be talking about biddable media mostly. However, it's good to keep in mind how organic traffic and paid traffic with social media traffic work together very well, and how we can really utilize the return on investment in the middle of all of these elements. So organic reach, quite a few of us today probably are marketers and business owners here, and we most likely use tactics in the internet to get our online presence better. So we probably noticed that, for example, Google organic reach, so SEO, listings and rankings are getting lower and lower as Google updates their algorithm, and the paid media, paid ads, real estate within the first pages of Google. And the same is happening for Facebook as well. So if you do have a business Facebook page, you probably notice that, it's not getting so much engagement or visibility as it used to a few months and years ago. So we'll talk about this and how we can really utilize biddable media to ensure that we are dominating the social media feeds and the Google search engine results pages from the organic side of things, but also how to buy our way into the attention of our target customers and clients. So Google search engine results pages, you probably know that it's the first page that we all want to be on. and the best place to hide your business or indeed a dead body is the second page of Google. So we want to get to the first page of Google, and you can do that via Biddable Media. And that's Google's advertising system is called Google AdWords, and I'll show you in a minute how the results look like. But the great thing about Biddable Media, especially in Google at the moment, is that you can really build ads that really pop out because you have all these ad extensions such as structured snippets, site links, location extensions, and call out extensions that you can add onto the body of the ad. And I will show you how that looks like in a moment as well. So you can really get the attention of your target audience at the right time, in the right place, and with the right kind of messaging as well. And obviously Facebook is kind of following what Google is doing. They are great competitors, aren't they? So they are like fighting brothers. They are looking at each other and who can be more innovative in their marketing tactics. And of course, what they try to do as well is to monetize their platforms and monetize the traffic. I mean, we have to remember that they are businesses as well. So the more money they can make through these platforms, probably good for them. However, they do have a lot of power. So as marketers need to become quite savvy at the different tactics available to us within Biddable Media. So how do Google search engine results pages look like? I'm sure you've seen these before, but if you haven't, here it is. So that's a desktop screen grab right there and a mobile as well. So as you can see, the green little dollops next to or underneath the titles of the ads mark that they are actually ads. These are paid results that you see within mobiles. There's about 2 listings on the first page. And on Google desktop results, there's 4. So it's up to 4, 3 to 4 paid results nowadays on the first page of Google. And as you can see, the right-hand side results have also been removed. So again, organic traffic is really kind of struggling, especially in the first page of Google. So we need to pay attention into how we can utilize our marketing efforts and budgets in the most effective way by investing into these paid ads as well. And there you can see the site links that I was talking about. For example, the blue links underneath the ad of the body. You can actually direct traffic to relevant landing pages within the site that are not part of the main message perhaps, but you're giving a choice to your audience to explore other services and products that you might be selling within your website and business. So how does Facebook look like? So I have examples from Facebook and Google mainly because they are the major players. Of course, there are other platforms and channels out there. But here, obviously, you can see straight away that the paid ads, which I've circulated in red, they are more visual. And again, you can really utilize well so on the right-hand side and within the news feed. So you can use several formats within Biddable Media ads on Google and Facebook. You can use text, you can use banners, images, video, and carousel ads within Facebook, which is quite a, well, not a new tactic, but it's an evolving ad format, which is performing quite well for our clients as well. So again, almost like site links, you can direct to various parts of your site by using the carousel ads, where you can have up to 5 images with specific site links or specific landing page links to your website. So all the available biddable platforms that we have obviously the more traditional platforms such as Google and Bing. Bing still has some market share, so it's good to trial paid ads in there as well. And then we have social advertising that we like to call it nowadays. So YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Pinterest as well nowadays, if that is relevant to you. So it's really thinking about a strategy, biddable campaign strategy around these 2 sectors of the internet, if you like to think about them that way. So the more traditional search engines, where it's more action focused, people are there to search for something, you are there with an intent to buy. So you're capturing people at a different frame of mind when they are searching for something that they want or they want to find more information on. So perhaps think about your messaging based on what is the role of this platform versus social media, where obviously people are more likely hanging out, looking at pictures and catching up with their friends and family and so forth. So it's really important to tailor those marketing messages based on the nature of the platforms that you are going to launch biddable media campaigns in. And there's just a quick screen grab showing you again what the sponsored ads look like. So there's always the green little box showing you if it's a paid ad or not. And then obviously organic results are underneath the paid ones, and Google My Business listings are on the right hand side. So very good to utilize them as well. So next I wanted to take you to Google AdWords versus Facebook World. So again, the two major players that I'm going through today, because I am aware of the time restrictions. There are other platforms, however, these are the major players. So just wanted to go through really the differences between social advertising versus the more traditional search engine marketing. And if we start with Google, not sure again how many of you guys use Google AdWords, but it is a tool and a system that works really well, especially when you're trying to harness people and your target audience when they are ready to buy. So when they are at that stage of the buying cycle that they are ready to buy your products or services. So Google AdWords contain quite a few options in terms of ad formats and possibilities. We have the normal search network, so the search engine results pages where you search for shoes or dresses or whatever it might be that you're searching for. Then we have display network, which is Google partner sites network, where you can display banners within relevant environments, and video as well, dynamic banners. And Google Shopping is a very popular tactic nowadays. So probably most of you would have seen little images of the products that you're searching for within Google results pages, and the little images pop up at the top of the search, and that's Google Shopping results. So you can actually create a campaign around all of your products, insert a picture, description, and a price to that image that then will pop up when people are searching for your products within Google. And then we have the ever expanding and more popular video advertising, which can be done via YouTube. So that's something that we've noticed as an agency, our clients have really picked up on, and the use of video has really exploded in the last year, and I know this year it will grow even more. Video has been there for ages, and so has YouTube. However, only now businesses and brands are really harnessing the power of it, and actually YouTube is the second biggest search engine as well at the moment. Google is the biggest. So definitely Google is dominating the marketplace. There's Bing and there's other smaller search engines as well, but it's really important that when we do plan biddable media campaigns that we utilize the major players first and do research into if indeed our target audience is using that tool, and most likely they are, because actually 89% of all searches in the UK were done in Google. So then Facebook. So again, Facebook is great for social advertising. It's not so action orientated, or people are not necessarily looking for something or looking to buy. So it's good to capture people's attention and make them aware of your products and services in a social way, and really build those communities around your brand and business that obviously in a later stage you hope to convert into clients and paying customers. And again, in Facebook, you do have quite a few possibilities to make your ads really engaging, really visual, and obviously mobile friendly as well. So we are in the mobile era, checking our phones 150 times per day. So we need to make sure that we are optimizing our campaigns within Google and Facebook to all devices, and especially mobiles. There's various options for mobile ads as well in both networks. And just a little note there to say that there's most likely quite a lot of small businesses today watching and listening, and Facebook has been, just out of experience in my own company, we've actually gained really amazing results from Facebook to our small business clients, because a lot of time when we do suggest Facebook to our B2B clients and small businesses, they're like, oh, well, I don't know, Facebook is a personal space, is it really going to work? But the targeting options are really phenomenal nowadays in Facebook, and they, by the way, don't pay me to say this. So it's really important that even if you are B2B business, you would at least consider Facebook and look at the targeting options, because you can reach out to companies, CEOs, founders, marketing managers. You can select people by their title and a role to target ads with. So very good place for B2B and B2C, as well as, of course, Google that we talked about. So there's just a few. I'm not going to go through these key features of Facebook and Google. I just wanted to put the slide out there because I know this will be shared after the presentation. So just comparing key features within both platforms, what is possible and what is not. So obviously Facebook being more visual platform for biddable media and ads, and Google being it's visual as well, but you need to adapt to different tactics and strategies, such as the partner network, display network versus search. So there are some limitations within Google that perhaps are now more advanced in Facebook, depending on what you're trying to achieve. Are you trying to make a sale? If you are, then it's probably Google, because there's the intent. If it's Facebook, then it's probably better channel for awareness and really building those communities and engagement with the relevant target audience. So it's all about mobile. I've been going on about that a little bit, but it's just so amazing that we check our mobile phones so many times per day. And I know all of you are guilty of it, most likely. So when we do take our mobile phone, and perhaps we are commuting to work, or we are coming back from work, or we are on our lunch break, we probably go and search the net. We probably go and Google things. So we have some kind of purpose, some kind of intention. We are looking for information, or we are looking to buy something. So again, it's really important that we maximize mobile. And what is important about mobile as well is that within Google and within Facebook, you can optimize ads to specifically mobiles and even different mobile providers. So again, it's important that these biddable media campaigns are optimized for mobile, and that your websites are also responsive. And it's amazing how many websites still are not. There's nothing more frustrating when perhaps searching online and finding an ad that is relevant to you and your need, and then clicking through, and actually that website is really user friendly. So Google does have this nifty little tool for checking your website mobile friendliness. So do use that. I don't have it there, but if you Google mobile friendly test, you can just check if your website is friendly as well. And another very interesting fact is that actually when searched on mobile, the conversion happens within 1 hour of a search being conducted. So I think this is pretty heavy information. And the great thing, again, within Google biddable campaigns, and now Facebook as well, is that you can have a day parting strategy in place. So you can actually make sure that your ads are being shown at the right time, in the right place, and then obviously after the searches have been conducted, your ads are still visible and the budget is still there to serve those ads because most likely the conversion will happen within 1 hour or later. So it might not happen first click, but might happen within a certain time period. So very interesting, and I would recommend everybody to consider a day parting strategy when you do optimize your biddable media campaigns, or if you're thinking of launching them. It's just in the settings of Google AdWords, and you can decide whether you want to show your ads during certain hours of the day or certain days of the week and switch off on other days. For example, if you have a brick and mortar store and you're closed certain days, probably not worth driving footfall and awareness for the shop on certain days. Or if you're a salon taking bookings and so forth. So there's a lot you can do and maximize within the day parting strategy options in order to really make sure that the money you put in will bring a lot of money out for you as well. So mobile, I mentioned responsive sites. So obviously we do have other devices than mobile as well. So we have smartphones, desktops, tablets, probably all of us have some of those devices, maybe all of them. So it's really important that, again, our campaigns and our websites are optimized for all devices, and that we think about our biddable media campaign strategy as omni-channel approach. So for example, here, if we start a search with mobile phone, we find something that we like, and then within an hour, we might get back from our lunch hour, go back to our desks and our desktop, and then search for it again and make that purchase. Or we might still consider it, and in the evening, when we get home and settle down on the sofa with our tablet, we actually make the purchase. So when we do think about purchasing cycles and the sales funnel, it's important that we think about the roles of all of those devices as well, and that we are there visible with our ads at the right time. So there's few examples of how mobile ad extensions that I mentioned briefly in the beginning look like. So they are quite similar on the desktop version as well, but I thought I'll go through mobile because it really is so important right now. And just to mention quickly how important it is, for the first time in the UK last November, mobile traffic surpassed desktop traffic. So something to keep in mind. So we have the call extensions. So again, if you do have a salon, for example, you want to drive bookings into, you can have these easy click to call extensions where users can have really easy experience. They just click to call, book their appointment, and that's that. All is done. They don't even need to go onto the website. And then we have location extensions. So if you do, for example, if you do use a bike to go to work and it's broken in the morning, it's very important to find the nearest repair shop. So that's very handy for local advertising, these location extensions that you see there. And site links. So these are several links that you actually, there's up to 10 on the desktop version that you can add underneath the main body of the ad text to direct to various landing pages within your website that you would like to bring your target audience's attention to. And then we have apps. So if you do have an app for your business, you can drive traffic directly via Google AdWords to the app, and actually you can track the conversions within Google AdWords as well. So really quite good extensions, and hopefully you can utilize all of them. Certainly encourage you to do so, because as you can see, they take up quite a lot of the real estate at the top of the page, so you can really get those important eyes on your brand and business. So don't get left behind, be visible and be memorable. That is the conclusion of my presentation. I'm really conscious of the time there, and not sure if we can fit in any questions or if anybody has any, but really important to remember how important mobile is and how important biddable media campaigns are nowadays, as the organic traffic and organic reach is losing a bit of momentum. So use them both in effective combination. Thank you.
So people are checking their smartphones 150 times per day. Where do we find the time to do anything else?
Yeah, I don't
Thank you,
know.
Saija. You know, that's a wonderful presentation again. Probably just about time for one thought on one presentation, and one question rather. Daniel Morales is saying on Twitter, 88.4% of all UK searches on Google in April 2015. So that's obviously quoting you there as well. So it's always good to see people quoting figures shared within the presentation there as well. One question for you, Saija. You didn't mention Bing at all. Obviously, you're focusing on Facebook and Google. Do you find Bing to be an effective place to advertise as well?
Yes, I think I mentioned Bing very, very briefly. I do agree, I didn't really give love enough for Bing. I was focusing on the major players. However, of course, Bing does have about 22% of the market share in the UK at the moment. So there's definitely opportunities there. However, just from personal experience, or maybe professional, I'm running an agency here. So we have tested Bing for our clients, but the issue that we have is that there's just not enough volume for the clients. So the demand is not really there yet. So we are waiting for Bing to perhaps compete a little bit better with Google and gain that market share, because at the moment we're really struggling to spend any budget there. So we have kind of put up all our efforts into Google and Facebook and wherever else the target audience is.
I was also going to ask you, because you said Facebook and Google were like fighting brothers. So I was going to ask you your perception on what should be the strongest brother in the future. But maybe we should just actually leave that thought out there and see if people will carry on the conversation online, because there are many different opinions in that. And I guess it depends on the industry as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited to see what debate we can create out of that one. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It was a wonderful presentation.